Well, hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the weekend. It's Saturday, so it means that your Saturday show, keeping you in the know, is the Grind Show. And as a lot of you know by now, what the Grind Show is, it basically puts you in touch with things that are happening in the foreseeable week, whether or not there is things that are dropping events-wise, stopping events-wise, things to prepare from, all that kind of stuff, which wouldn't be possible without, as I bit the inside of my mouth, wouldn't be possible without the amazing work of Dan and Frontline MCOC. You can find a link in the description and make the MCOC calendar as well as Frontline MCOC in any case your homepage, because you get up-to-date information like things that Kabam have said, things that are coming up, guides, all that stuff. Go and check it out in the link in the description. And we kick off the show on a Saturday as we normally do, because believe it or not, things actually happen from time to time on a Saturday. What is happening today, this day, Saturday? Well, there could be a hero use on, so like 22-hour event, which is really, really handy because you do have a lot of things going on, new events, quests, and also stuff to get yourself involved with. But also there will be an alliance war that will be on. It will start later on the day, but it's normally on, whether or not you're enlisting or fighting or stuff like that. It will be on for you to go out and grind. There will be as well some major stuff happening in Incursions. As you know, Incursions started off, and I really enjoy the buffs that they've done to it. I've got to rank up a few champions I think are going to be really decent and specific. And by the way, my favourite team is a combination of Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Hercules, and one other champion, which I'll normally switch out from. But there are some great options, and you will have a top zone bonus reset. So for Sector 7, 8, and 9, and that's great because you're going to get loads of those artifacts. Also, there will be a general milestone reset as well, so for those that love the gold, and that is great. It's a great way of getting gold. It's actually been one of the best ways that I've been able to top up my gold on a consistent basis, apart from times that I'm doing new quest stuff. There is something else that's going to be going with that one, and that is going to be the reset of the Incursion Store. Look out, because it could be a case there's new crystals in here. I don't know, but it's always interesting to see if there's going to be anything new, nutty, or interesting. And as well, a reset on certain things, of volumes of certain crystals in some respects. So like, 5-star awakening gem, etc. But you want to pick up those lovely and fancy things. On to Sunday, and should have Level Up as being your main 22-hour event. It's also a bit of a warning to you that the Not Another Anime Reference solo event will come to an end. It's a very weird thing to have things kind of end on Sunday, but there's actually some other stuff going on. The other stuff that is going on is all about the Unbreakable. Is that Unbreakable? Yeah, that's it. It's the Platinum is Unbreakable arena. I do recommend it to go and grind out, because it will give you access to things like super fabulous crystals, which are fantastic. I would say as well, make sure to do a bit of a battleground grinding. It's the last before the season ends, so getting those particular events done is kind of like a good thing as well. But yeah, Sunday doesn't have like a huge amount of other stuff on, apart from the AQ cycle ending as soon as it starts. Of course, it ends as it normally does. And final thing is, it will start potentially AQ Enlistment. I might have got that wrong. That might be, no, it's later on in the week that we got AQ Enlistment, but AQ cycle ends on a Sunday, which is good, because then you want to get your champions to do other things. On Monday, very importantly, there's a lot of stuff going on. There is an Arena Wins potentially on. It's your 22-hour event, but also it will be Battlegrounds. Now, at the point of recording this video, I've got a lot more work to do when it comes to Battlegrounds. I'm hoping to get a lot of time in the weekend to kind of like catch up, especially with Not Another Anime Reference solo event on. I want to try and kind of get up. It's very difficult to kind of like do that in a short space of time. And as I said, I'm very casual with Battlegrounds. Maybe in future seasons I'll be more energetic and kind of doing a lot more, but you do what you can do with the time that you've got, and well, I've got another job I've got to do on the side, so it's like there's a lot of stuff on. But yeah, like other things on Monday is that there will be an alliance war on for those that are getting involved with the season. Very, very important. Whether or not you're having a good start or a bad start, the season's got to continue. There will be a reset. The one most important thing when it comes to Battlegrounds is resetting of the Battlegrounds store. The Battlegrounds store resetting, the Battlegrounds store in general is fantastic. I do love this store, and I should really grab a lot more stuff, but my focus at the moment is 6-star shards and 6-star signature stones. Rank up materials wise, I'm kind of there. I'm just not needing them at the moment, because I'll either be so far away from another rank 4 6-star, so I'm kind of like, well, it's not really interesting me at the moment. The only other thing that's happening on a Monday is Arena, right? We will see Arena number 2 for Killmonger and Beast. That'll be the round 2 for that one. There will also be a tier 4 basic arena that will be on for those that are interested. And that's pretty much it, apart from the normal thing, which is like if you spend money on the game, then you've got the black ISO market reset. And unfortunately, you do have like special crystals, which they're expired in a good amount of time. Don't worry, they'll be gone by the time you see this video. But yeah, there's no reset for the featured 6 stars, which I think a lot of players have. On to Tuesday now, the British Day of Chewing, and it will be a new AQ starting up, so there'll be the enlistment part of it. The only other things that are happening on Tuesday, there should be an event quest completion. If I've got my days and hours right or wrong, it just depends on when you see this, when you see different sections of it and like the days and times in the different time zones. But the only other thing that's going to be on, which I think I made a mistake last week, I think I said that Gorr was going to be in the basic. It looks like Gorr is not, and Gorr is going to be in this basic, so there's going to be a case it's going to be released. Gorr's getting a buff very, very soon. I've seen this champion doing a lot of work in things like Battlegrounds, so it's definitely a champion I need to work in the future. But yeah, another champion to rank up, another kind of like meta. It is what it is. On Wednesday, we should have hero use, and also a few other things are happening. Apart from the fact that we'll have week 4 of Eternity of Pain, which is getting us really close to the end. Do like Eternity of Pain for the reward side of things. Nodes wise, but the rewards fantastic, especially because after the gauntlet, it's going to mean some great stuff for those at Paragon, and also going to get in that next kind of rank 4, which is all spicy and interesting. The only other things that are going to be happening is that look out if you are about to purchase your candy crystals, and a lot of those were got this month and last month, many like October. So if you are thinking about like holding off for purchase those Cavalier candy crystals, because they will expire, and you'll be very sad if you lose out on all of them, because you know they were pretty darn good. The only other things happening on Wednesday is that the Unbreakable arena, which we noted about, is actually going to come to an end. So make sure you get your grind in, get those fabulous crystals. They will give you units. It's a no-brainer to go and grind it out, and we'll be covering some like maybe some tricks and tips and hints and stuff like that. I'd say at this point, if you've seen this video, start on maybe that's we'll leave that for a top tip in a minute. And that's really it, apart from the Alliance Quest cycle beginning again, because, you know, since it ends, it starts again. Moving on to Thursday, and this is when there's going to be some stuff on, not amazing stuff. Okay, so what have we got? Well, we got a potential Clash Catalyst, whatever it is, arena, the ones that, you know, need buffing. But also we will have a Shuri and a Wong basic arena, so look out for those. I think Shuri's going to be in that one. I'm pretty certain of it. There should be an Alliance War that will be on, you know, the fights and then the placements and the things and stuff like that. Okay, go for that. Good. There's also a level up event, it's your 22-hour event, and the final thing that's going to be happening is that there will be an Incursion Milestone reset. So yeah, very important, because like I'd say don't go grinding first off in Incursions. Save some sectors, because if you save some sectors, you're able to get like Incursion the milestone side of things. So I was like going, okay, well I'll do sector 9. Don't do sector 9, 8, and 7. Do like one of those, and then go and wait until the next milestone, and then do that, and do those 3 times you know, next 3 weeks, and it's great. You'll be able to like take home a good amount of extra gold for your troubles of doing that. So, you know, thumbs up. Moving on and finishing up with Friday. On Friday, not many things are actually happening. Your 22-hour event should be a arena wins, possibly, maybe. And otherwise than that, it's just quiet. It's just a quiet time in Marvel Contest. You might see Season 10 AQ information. I don't know 100%. It's not guaranteed. But let's face it, it's partway through the month. And it kind of makes more sense that you would kind of start hearing information about, you know, reward structures and stuff like that. Because, well, it needs to change. The rewards metas are kind of meh. We've moved on a lot. Paragon players need to see a lot more when it comes to the Glory Store. So I'd accept the Glory Store to get like an extensive buff as well. Map 9, don't know. Last year, I think map 8. Yeah, actually, I think it was like a year ago map 8 was announced. So maybe map 9 is going to be a new thing. Again, don't know, but maybe it's a complete refresh of those particular things. We'll have to see, but I would love to see, like, you know, buffs to the Tier 5 class Catalyst. Tier 5 Basic it has to be buffed for those at Paragon. I'm finding problems trying to acquire it and keep it, as long as trying to then rank up champions. So yeah, it is what it is, and it needs to be dealt with. And there we go. That has been it. Let's go over the top grind tips of the week. Now I've probably done it to death. I've got to do a top 5 tips of the month video, which I'll save most of the things for the for the foreseeable month. But this one's going to be very instant because it's all about the Unbreakable arena. When the Unbreakable arena goes live, you're going to have to, and I think this is incredibly important, is to make sure you're not wasting so much time on the grind. In previous months, if you've seen my particular video that I posted about, you will have to put up 40 mil and you'll kind of get a good position. You get top 300. But what you'll have to consider is the extent of getting there. And if you're allowed to use 6 stars, then for lower players, they're going to have to find a way of getting up there. The same way that, for me personally, I want to be able to get quicker to the milestones and quicker to maybe some sort of rank, because I want to get units for free. How do you get them for free? You've got to grind, sadly. That's the sad thing about it. But those fabulous crystals could give me that by getting a decent rank. So I would say, always hoard back some of your solo crystal shards. Solo crystal shards can lead to getting things like arena boost. I'm just going to pop open 100k's worth right now. And what will be is I might see a few in this one. Oh, look, scroot across. Oh, look, there's some lovely higher level of these arena boosts. And these would be great to get to milestones quicker and get my champions getting more points quicker. And that's rather than kind of doing unit refresh. The same thing I would say for those, if you go and grind arena now, get some milestones. If you get some milestones, you get some arena boost crystals. And that's one of the reasons that I don't kind of open up too many. When I'm doing big grind sessions of these, as I just see, what have I just seen? Oh, alloys. I think I didn't see the crystal for them a moment ago. But what I do is I kind of do save back my greater arena boost crystals and as well arena boost crystals, because if I'm not grinding out anything, there's no point to them unless I want to get to milestones quicker and say I've got a shorter space of time. So I may use these for kind of some other content, or is it other arenas that I want to do. I normally wait until December, Christmas time, when I've got a lot of time on my hands, or kind of I'm watching movies and we're kind of chilling and stuff like that, so I can spend time with people. But at the same time, if nobody's talking and we're just watching a movie, I'll grind arena at the same time. It's a no-brainer. So I try and maximize my time and maximize my grind. And that's the point. Maximize your grind. Make sure to use arena boosts. Make sure as well to not sink so many units into that particular arena. But yeah, investment's key. Look out for the Unbreakable arena, and good luck in the grind. And that's been the grind tip of the week. As I said, top 5 tips of the month will be out next week, so look out for that. Thank you very much. As that message, I should really get my messages off from my alert there, but Raj, you've made the video. But yeah, that's been it. That's been the video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.